Today, an otolaryngologist or ear, nose, and throat doctor is going to explain what you can do to regain your hearing and your life. Hi, my name is Michael Campbell, MD, and I specialize in helping my patients hear better. Current statistics tell us that over 5% of the world's population, or 466 million people, currently have disabling hearing loss. And it is estimated that by 2050, over 900 million people, which is basically 1 in every 10 people, will have disabling hearing loss. Those are some pretty sobering statistics, and they indicate that a true solution to hearing loss is needed now and will be needed even more in the future. And the problem gets worse when you stop and consider all the side effects that are associated with hearing loss. You see, it's about more than just not being able to hear, which itself is a very bad thing considering all the joys that hearing can bring us, from a great song to a baby's laugh, to hearing your significant other say "I love you." And there's much more, like a crashing wave or birds chirping or booming thunder during a rainstorm. Hearing is such a big part of life. That's why experts tell us that the isolation and frustration and stress that can come from hearing loss can lead to a whole host of other problems. For example, those with hearing loss become much more likely to suffer from depression as well as dementia. The stress from hearing loss can also lead to physical problems. Stress is incredibly bad for the body and has been shown to be a factor in us developing serious conditions like heart disease and cancer. Besides these physical side effects, hearing loss also leads to isolation. You are not able to interact as closely with loved ones. Your relationships may suffer as a result. Hearing loss can also affect your job performance negatively. The bottom line is hearing loss is something that needs to be taken very seriously. Unfortunately, many people still choose to ignore it and deny that they even have a problem. They do this despite clearly not being able to hear and understand during conversations, or having to play the TV at maximum volume just to hear what is happening on their favorite TV show. So, why won't people admit to hearing loss? Most won't because they feel wearing a hearing aid is embarrassing. They worry that it will make them seem old and feeble. But the truth is, technological advancements have made hearing aids much smaller and less noticeable, while also vastly improving the performance of the devices. The bottom line is the side effects associated with hearing loss, combined with the technological advancements that have been made, mean that anyone who is experiencing hearing loss should immediately start looking at hearing aids. Take my patient Carol, for example. She began to notice changes in her hearing in her early 50s, and by her mid-50s, she was straining to hear her grandchildren during conversations. When her daughter finally brought the situation to Carol's attention, she at first resisted doing anything about it. She didn't want to wear a hearing aid. She feared it would make her look like an old grandmother. But her daughter persisted in pushing her to try hearing aids because she didn't like how frustrating conversations with her mother had become, and because she missed the vibrant, talkative mother that she had known growing up. Carol eventually gave in, and after looking at several brands, discovered Aidion hearing aids, which turned out to be the perfect solution to her problem. Why Aidion? These hearing aids are lightweight, compact, and adjustable so they fit any ear comfortably. But more than that, they also feature cutting-edge technology, including a breakthrough chip designed in Germany that allows the hearing aids to reduce background noise, whistling, and static that are often associated with poorer quality hearing aids. Aidion hearing aids also boast another advantage that Carol was fond of, and that is a low price. When first looking at hearing aids, Carol was shocked by the high prices. Many so-called top brands charge $4,000, $4,500, or even $5,000 for a pair of hearing aids. Carol and most hearing loss sufferers find the prices to be quite outrageous. Luckily, Aidion Hearing Aids has been able to take advantage of technological advancements while still keeping the price low. In fact, right now the company is offering their hearing aids for a price that is more than 80% of their regular price, and that is just a small fraction of what other hearing aid companies charge. That price, along with a description of its cutting-edge technology, is what drew Mark, another patient of mine, to try Aidion hearing aids. Mark, who was train conductor his entire life, suffered moderate hearing loss from his job, which became noticeable when he was in his mid-40s. Mark began looking for hearing aids when his poor hearing began affecting his relationship with his wife and kids. They hated how high he had to have the TV sound, and they were frustrated by him constantly asking "what" when they tried to talk to him. Mark looked at a variety of hearing aids but settled on Aidion due to its combination of advanced technology and low price. My patient Philip told me he was willing to pay for the best hearing aids because his hearing was that important to him. But he ultimately determined that Aidion was actually the best hearing aid, with more features than the higher-priced brands. He cited the company's long-lasting rechargeable battery, its lightweight, stylish design, and its German chip technology as all reasons why he believed it was clearly the best. Carol, Mark, and Philip all say the benefits of wearing hearing aids far outweigh any negatives. And they say that, honestly, there really aren't any negatives with Aidion hearing aids. Carol says that some of her friends often complain about their hearing aids hurting their ears, and Mark says he has a friend that is constantly complaining about the feedback he experiences with his expensive hearing aids. But all three say they haven't experienced any of these issues with Aidion. That's why I highly recommend Aidion to my patients and to anyone suffering from hearing loss. In fact, I recommended this brand to my own father, and he couldn't be happier with the performance he has received from his Aidion hearing aids. I live in another city a couple of 100 miles from Dad, so we talk on the phone a lot. But that got difficult with his hearing loss. He simply couldn't understand what I was saying. Now, I'm able to call Dad every week, and he has no problem hearing me. We consider Aidion hearing aids to be something of a godsend. My sister, who lives near our dad, says she has noticed a real difference in him. He visits much more often and is actually doing stuff with her kids again. He had stopped because of his hearing loss and the problems it created when he was trying to watch her children. So to recap, if you are experiencing mild to moderate hearing loss, it's time to stop missing out on life. Hearing is a crucial part of the human experience. Ensure you stay connected with loved ones and are best able to enjoy all the great sounds of life with cutting-edge and compact Aidion hearing aids. To get Aidion hearing aids, dramatically improve your hearing and regain your life, you need to order now before supplies are exhausted and you have to wait for the new supply to arrive. Simply click on an order button on this page to get your hearing aids now for the low price of just $297. You won't find such high-quality hearing aids at a price this low anywhere else. So go ahead and try Aidion hearing aids and experience the high quality for yourself. If you suffer from hearing loss, this is your chance to hear conversations, TV shows, and much more better without spending a fortune. Order now before it's too late. You can get a pair of Aidion hearing aids for just $297 by clicking on the order button on this page. These revolutionary hearing aids have helped thousands hear better in all situations, including at home, when going out, at social events, at family gatherings, when traveling, and more. I am confident they can help you as well. Take advantage of the low price offer and get your pair of Aidion hearing aids today. Just click on the link on this page.